House.
Buy a house, dumbass. You just buy a house, dumbass. We used to think he had a huge cock, and then we just found out that it was a, what do you call that? What do you call it, Mickey? What do you call that?
Hernia.
A hernia that was actually just protruding through his.
Hello, hello. It was a hernia, not a hymnia. A hernia. That's right. So anyway, my name is Biggie T, and I just had this great, incredible, like premonition or whatever you might want to call it. But I was with a couple. I sat down at a Starbucks, and this lady, she's from Paraguay, she was breastfeeding her child. And you can see her nipple right there, you know, and the kid is breastfeeding, and I was thinking, gosh, this is like what happened to me and my wife, when she was breastfeeding our child. He yawns, and the nipple comes out, and then she offers me the breast, you know, and I was thinking, I wonder if this is going to happen again, but unfortunately it didn't, but, you know, so then, after my wife gives me her breast, I started sucking on it, and then after I was sucking on it, all of a sudden you feel the milk coming, right? And it's hot, and it's like, whoa, and I got a hard on, and I'm figuring, this is what you need, you know, for a good orgasm. You just need something hot in your mouth, okay? Hot liquid, boom, you get a hard on. You know, so I think any kind of hot liquid, hard on, whether it's semen or if it's just breast milk. So after I got the breast milk, then me and my wife were having sex, and then my kid wakes up, and I'm like looking at him, he goes, hey, you know, he's like looking at me like, that's my buffet, you know, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's right, you know, we're gonna bond over this later on when you're older, kid, okay? But for right now, remember, I had that pussy first before you came out of it, okay? Oh. And I guess that made me, you know, because I was getting all hard and everything, that made him, you know, like, and that was the foreplay, basically, you know? And then, so I had that, and then that made my wife a MILF, pretty much, yeah. So anyway, I wanted to tell you about that. And then I had this, I'm getting ready to do this movie with a friend of mine. He's doing a movie called Party Gods. It's about party crashers. And because I've crashed parties in LA, like the Oscars and the Grammys and the Emmys, and a lot of film after parties. And one of the guys that we met was from New York, and his name was Bert. And Bert was also known as Bert the Pervert, you know? Yeah, he was Bert the Pervert. And he would say stuff to us like, you know, he was an older guy, he was like 65, 70 at that time. And Bert, when he was going to go to a party, he would say, hey, can you tell me if there's any like drunk secretary types? You know, that I can like hit on, you know. And said, yeah, Bert, you know, come on down. There's a couple of like drunk secretaries that you can hit on. And then if he had problems getting any pussy, he would go to Thailand. You know, he would say, I'm going to Thailand, kid, because he would call his dick. He would say, Big Red needs a workout. He would call his dick Big Red. Okay. Oh. He goes, hey, Big Red needs a workout, kid. And so we go to Thailand, and he would like women that squirted. He says, yeah, I love women that squirt. You know, if you find any squirters out there, let me know. Yeah. So I like the women that squirt, and I think what they gotta do is build something out here. Actually, this would be great for putting out the fires. They should have like a water park, but they should have the rides that look like they should have the rides that look like cliffs. that are squirting, like in the Bellagio. And then that could be what they would need to put out the fires. They just have the clitties squirting all over the place. There goes the fires, no water. Just build a whole bunch of water parks with squirting clits. And they could call it the clitties. Thank you. I'm Miguel.